Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Fridays. I'm Adam Wolf, and today we are hitting up the very last patch of Shadowbringers, or the very second patch of Endwalker. We'll see. You know, however you want to put it. 5.55, Death Unto Dawn, Part 2. It is possibly the shortest patch in the entire expansion. So, once we get through it, we will head on to doing the crossover stuff with Final Fantasy XVI, which I'm really excited about. And hopefully, we can either finish it up or just start it, and then maybe this weekend we'll do a bonus stream doing more of it. Yeah, I mean, you know, it'd be pre-Endwalker. Hello, Huffman. Why did you put Yar and Scurvy and Stinking Bilge Rats in brackets? I don't understand that. I never understood that when it comes to writing. Look, I'll call it whatever I want, okay? I call it post-Shadowbringers because it came out before Endwalker. You'll call it Kyle and you'll like it. Oops. Damn it. Stop it. Stop it. I'm losing my mind here. Okay. So here we go. It's literally 3 quests. How long they are, I'm not sure. But in the final quest, Death Unto Dawn, we literally unlock 3 things. We get the Shush emote, Under the Darkened Moon in-game achievement, I think it's called, basically what that is, and Shadowbringers Part 4. Whatever that is. I don't know. Anyway. And then, those words are in brackets because those are not the original words to that meme. Oh. I'm not familiar with the meme. Okay. The company we keep. Here we go. It's definitely not voiced. Ah, Valtamont. You're looking well. I take it you managed to squeeze in some rest. If you came hoping for tidings from Kryl, I'm afraid we're still waiting, but we do have some odd scraps of news to share. Scraps, she says. Lunar primals have been popping up all over the place, but the Alliance has the situation well in hand, thanks in no small part to Hori Boulder and the others. Meanwhile, talks with the Beast Tribes are going even better than expected. Encouraged by Ulda's progress with the Amalja, Gridania has opened negotiations with the Ixal. Believe it or not. I answer them and thus use brackets. By the way, Adam, did you ever get around to having thoughts on that gaming-related video I sent on Discord? I actually, my brother sent me a video as well in text. I'm just going to use you guys for content. I'm going to make videos on those, so you'll have my thoughts in a video. Because I figure if I'm going to, you know, add more content or more a variety of content to my channel, even though it's still gaming related, it's something completely different. It's not a trailer reaction. It's me just kind of like giving my thoughts on it. So I figured I'll just save it till this weekend when I can record the videos. All of which is obviously very encouraging, but with the Telephoroi still out there, it's not as if we can afford to lower our guard. guess he's a part of the B team, and the B team are constantly having sex in the English translation. Yeah. I mean, his name is just so strange. Hoary Boulder. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Begging your pardon, but I come bearing an invitation from the Alliance. A council meeting is due to be held in Alamigo, and your attendance is humbly requested. Ah, we were just talking about the Alliance. May I ask what's on the agenda? I believe the intention is to share news of recent developments and discuss what measures might be taken to combat the Tolophoroi, in concert with our new allies. The Beast Tribes have also been invited. It is hoped that they will join us in the fight against our common foe. So the Alliance would bring all of the Beast Tribes into the fold at a single stroke. An ambitious plan, given the delicacy of the negotiations, but mayhap an expedient one, considering the threat we face. Indeed, my lady, and for their part, I am told the Beast Tribes have agreed to attend. If the Scions too are present, all of Eorzea will be represented. They aren't as strong, but they are way cooler. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm at a loss as to who's on what team. I just know my team. I remember Hoary Boulder. You can't forget that name, though. To arrange such a meeting must have been quite an undertaking, not only diplomatically, but practically. Pray inform the Alliance that we would be honored to participate. We shall make for Alamigo without delay. Then I will bear your answer thither with all haste. We look forward to receiving you at the Royal Palace. I mean, if they want to get there in a hurry, they should just go with the guy. Well, now that we've accepted the invitation, who exactly is going to attend? I move that you and Ishtola lead our contingent. Given how long you have worked to end summoning, it is only right that you be present for what promises to be a historic moment. I think we've all played our part in that little endeavor, don't you, Valtamont? All present may rightly claim a seat, I do quite agree. But by your leave, I believe I shall remain here and lend what assistance I can to the coordination of our defensive efforts. Wow, he actually didn't use any kind of Old English words in that sentence. I'm not coming either. Emmerich will be there, and I'd rather not be interrogated. Very well then. While those with a mind to hold the fort get on with holding it, I suggest the rest of us make for Alamigo. Shall we? All right. I gotta bring out my summon. Whee! Bowling tonight was, it was not good. First game, I got like a 217, which was really good. And then second and third game, I hit 155 and 158. I don't know what happened. I lost all control. So, next week, I'm changing something, and I hope that it works. We have been expecting you. While some few guests have yet to arrive, the Alliance leaders are all present. Shall I show you in? Yes. Yes, of course. Holy crap, they literally meant everybody.
Esteemed guests, you honor us with your presence. As there is much to discuss, let us begin.
Information on our taken brethren you have, yes? Hear it we would! Ah! Beyond forgiveness these featherless ones are! With rivers of blood shall they pay. Freed our people must be!
We too would see your kin liberated. But ere we attempt their rescue, we must first find a means to negate the risk of tempering. Without that, we will be unable even to approach the towers, let alone contend with their defenders.
If all else fails, I've always found cannonballs quite effective.
And what of the prisoners? Would you see them slaughtered?
Think for a moment. Ponder, consider, think. If Merlwyb truly intended to bombard the towers, she would have done so by now. Remember, we came here to find a solution together, did we not?
Y'Stola spoke of defenders. I but offered a means to clear a path, should you require it.
Given the enemy's capabilities, we will all need to play our part if we are to have any chance of success. For if any here should give less than their best, it will be to the cost of every living being on this star.
A paragon, the Empire, our very gods. How can we hope to prevail against such odds?
That our foe is formidable, none would deny. But our strengths are many and varied. In this chamber, I see masters of strategy, masters of magic, masters of the land, the air, and the sea. And together, there is nothing in creation we cannot overcome.
It's a hell of a freaking congregation here.
I beg your pardon?
What is it, Soulwalker? Do not express your passion thus. A little tricky without gills, perhaps? Suffice it to say, I am proud to be counted amongst Eorzea's finest. We Sahagin will play our part.
We kobolds have not forgotten the crimes the Overdwellers committed against us in the past. But today we look to the future as allies united in purpose.
Ah! Make mock of the Ixal, the Paragon does! Turns kin into puppets! Pits brother against brother. Free them from his grasp, we shall.
As Patriarch Zadar will attest, the Scions have granted us a means to free your brethren from their thraldom. This boon we will gladly share, that your people might never be enslaved again.
We accept! We accept!
Praise me!
It's taken a while, but I do believe we might be one step closer to a world without primals. Would that Minfilia were here to see it.
We still have a long way to go, and we're going to need a lot more Porksies. But we're moving in the right direction.
If I may have your attention, there is one other point I would like to raise. As we can all agree, freeing those held captive must take precedence over every other concern. But experience has taught us that none save those with the capacity to resist tempering can hope to enter the towers unscathed. And even once inside, a still greater threat may yet await them, that which we call a primal. Needless to say, if we are to succeed, engaging with such foes can only ever be considered a last resort. And so I move that we seek to prevent them from being summoned in the first place.
Yes! Both prayer and ether are needed for the ritual. Should either one be denied, the summoning would fail.
Indeed. And so we must endeavor to discover the source of the ether on which the process depends. Do so, and it may present a way to halt the summonings, or perhaps even neutralize the towers entirely.
A promising proposal. While you are conducting your investigations, however, we will need to remain vigilant, lest the Telophoroi commit further abductions and summon primals ere we have the means to prevent them. To stand a better chance of keeping our enemy at bay, we would do well to coordinate our defensive efforts, sending reinforcements to assist our neighbors when needed.
We Amalja would have been overwhelmed were it not for our newfound allies. But say the word, and we shall come.
I see we are all in accord. But what are we to call this proud fellowship of ours?
Fellowship of the Ring.
I submit that the honor of naming it should go to the scion whose brave efforts have done so much to unite Eorzea. What say you, my friend?
I get the honor of naming this group? Damn. I mean, obviously, I think they want us to call it the Grand Company of Eorzea, but but aren't there already Grand Companies in the game? That's what we call the other companies. But they're Grand Companies of, like, you know, Limsa, Lamensa, Gridania, whatever. I guess we'll go with this. I would call it the Grand Company of Eorzea.
But that's the name I...
A fine choice, for there is none here who does not love Eorzea.
Aye, in that we shall ever be united.
United in our gratitude for the realm that gave us life.
Then let it be recorded that on this day, the Grand Company of Eorzea was born.
I thought he'd be upset that I took his idea. I don't even remember that.
How long have we dreamed of this moment? And now that it's here, oh, forgive me. Might we speak outside?
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember if he had mentioned that's what he wanted to call it, but I do obviously know that he wanted this to happen. I feel like we're just going to go into another cutscene, so... Oh, look, I was right. This one's probably not voiced. Well, now that we are out of earshot of the other delegates, I hope you will forgive me if I speak my mind. Let me begin by saying that I have dreamed of this day since the moment I first set foot upon these shores, and that I was as heartened as anyone to see the peoples of Eorzea pledge their solidarity. Yet even as they uttered their declarations, all I could think about was the conflict to come, of the sacrifices that would be made and the lives lost, inevitabilities that I still struggle to accept. But at least now there is hope. The formation of the Grand Company of Eorzea is the first step, the first of many. Many and more. Elder Seedseer, how might we be of service? I seek Master Alphino's assistance in a matter involving Gridania's neighbors, the Sylphs. I know that you and yours have long kept a weather eye upon the crystal trade, the better to predict the coming of primals, and so you'll be familiar with the Sylphs of the Ash Crown Consortium. Through their dealings, they have cultivated relations not only with the city-states, but many other communities besides. Communities such as the Beast Tribes. Just so. It is our hope that we make use of the Sylphs' established lines of communication to coordinate the efforts of our new fellowship. Yet there remain certain practical differences between a trade consortium and a grand company. If the Sylphs are to perform their task effectively, they will require the counsel of one versed in the operational aspects of an armed force. An armed force founded with the self-same goal in mind, no less. The Crystal Braves, yes. Forgive me, Master Alphino. I know that it was a painful chapter in your life, but the experience may yet be made to serve the realm. So, have the Crystal Braves just not existed this whole time? I've probably forgotten the point where they just like... Or was the Crystal Braves prior to him even meeting us in the first place? In my hubris, I plotted a course for the Crystal Braves, which stretched far beyond the Order's initial conception. One intended to pave the way for the founding of what I intended to call the Grand Company of Eorzea. So he did intend to call it that. But my plans all came to naught. Built upon a frail foundation of lofty ideals, the Order was doomed from the first to collapse under the weight of more worldly interests. And I have no wish to see this new endeavor suffer the same fate. Mayhap I ask too much of you. Not at all. You may count upon my assistance for what little it is worth. By your leave, I shall prepare a report, including a list of recommendations, drawing on the lessons I learned from the failures of the Crystal Braves. You have my gratitude, Master Alphino, and my trust. When your report is ready, pray share it directly with the Sylphs. With your guidance and the earnest efforts of every goodly soul gathered here this day, I have no doubt but that our fellowship shall emerge from the shadow of the Telophoroi and flourish. Until next we meet, my friends. Before committing anything to writing, there are a number of people whose thoughts I should like to hear. Former Braves, you understand. Might you join me in seeking them out? As if you have to ask. Thank you. As someone who witnessed the Order's rise and fall, yours would be a reassuring presence. Yeah, okay, I thought so. The Crystal Braves was still a thing during him meeting us. Was that after Minfilia and we fled to Emmeric's place? Ishgard? No, not Ishgard. What was that place? No, I'll think of it. I'll join you. If you're planning to canvass the opinions of your former comrades, it will be a lot quicker if we share the task of questioning them. Then mayhap Graha can lend a hand as well. I shall accompany Thangred back to the Rising Stones. Between us, I dare say we should be able to provide an accurate enough account of the day's events. Right, I thought so. I remember that moment where Alphino was just feeling so disheveled. Like he was just down bad, dude. In the worst kind of way. We should be glad of your company, Graha. I shall explain the details on the way. Yeah, and him and his sister were still a part of that Crystal Braves consortium. And then after the fact, after all that went down, then he became a member of the Scions. Right. I remember that part. So what's the plan, brother mine? Before discussing the task at hand, I should probably admit that the report I proposed is largely written. Not long after that faithful day in Ul'dah, I penned a detailed account of the organization's history, from the events that led to its inception to the failings that brought about its demise. This I did primarily as a means of taking some semblance of responsibility. Never did I imagine that it might later be referred to by those seeking to form a similar organization. And while I made every attempt to be objective, the account was mine alone, its events viewed from my singular perspective. For it to be of use, however, it must be broadened to encompass the viewpoints of all involved. Only then can it answer what seems to me to be the crucial question, namely, why, after the Crystal Braves disbanded, did some members choose to remain with us while others did not? I see. You think the answer will tell us something about the nature of the ties that bind our new grand company together, and that this knowledge might help us to prevent it from falling apart when these bonds are inevitably tested. That is my hope, yes, but the questions I would ask are uncomfortable to some. As the former commander of the Crystal Braves, I doubt that those who abandoned the cause would welcome my inquiries. Then Graha and I will just have to try. Meanwhile, the two of you can talk to the ones who kept the faith. A fine suggestion. Have care, however, certain of my former comrades are of questionable character. So keep your wits about you and let us reconvene in Gridania later on. I believe that they became scions during or after Heaven's Word. It's been a while. I think it was during, but more towards the end. I could be wrong. If you have no objections, I have a mind to begin by speaking with Riol and Ali. Oh, I remember those two. Alian. If memory serves, the two of them will be attending an intelligence briefing at Castrum Oriens. Let us seek them out there. I gotta go refill my coffee. I'll be right back. Okay. Have you got a bunny race femboy following you? No. What's up, Wax? There's a blue rabbit. The choosable bunny race. Oh, the Vieira? No. And predominantly female. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the femboys weren't even in the game until Endwalker, which is crazy. Yeah, Viera are predominantly female, if not almost all female, kind of like the Mithra were supposed to be until, I think until this game. The Mithra in Final Fantasy XI were exclusively women, if I'm not mistaken. But the same with Viera. Okay, let's continue forward. I didn't mean the carbuncle. As soon as I started playing, one already attached to me. No idea what you're talking about then. Well, look who it is. And what brings you two here? Wouldn't have anything to do with that big meeting, would it? In a manner of speaking, I have been assigned a task, you see, for which I require the assistance of former members of the Crystal Braves. Viera femboy. Was there one following me? So you want to know why we decided to stick with the Scions, eh? Ain't an easy thing to put into words, that. As Riel will attest, I spent a long time agonizing over my failure to alert you to the traitors in our midst. For my negligence, I was captured along with many others, and we were powerless to prevent the tragedies that ensued. Not a day goes by that I do not think back on those fateful events. By joining the Scions, I hope to redeem myself, and I will continue to serve the cause for as long as I am able. My condolences are great. What you prefer? You prefer both. But that wasn't my only reason. When we were finally reunited at the Rising Stones, you refused to blame anyone but yourself for the fall of the Crystal Braves. And in spite of everything that had happened, everything you had suffered, you took us back without a moment's hesitation. We would not have blamed you had you turned us away. But when you gave us your trust instead, what else could we do but to try to repay it? Nothing, that's what. As for me own tale, well, I've always felt that the Scions have something in common with me old crew. The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. That was our creed, and I still strive to live by it to this day. But as time's gone on, I've learned that strength comes in many shapes and sizes. From Hoary Boulder to Mr. Tataru, we've all of us got something to offer. And not a one of us is doing it for personal gain, because we believe there's more important things than that, things worth protecting, which is what being a Scion's all about. I am at loss for words. Thank you, my friends. To hear this from you means more than you know. Forgive me, Valtamont, could you... I guess this is a little bit too blunt. I think give us your thoughts on the Crystal Braves. Give us your thoughts on the Crystal Braves. Well, it's founded in ideals were something to be proud of, but ideals alone don't make a crew. For every swab who signed up with good intentions, there was another who was only in it for the coin, the glory, or both. Ours was quite a disparate band, and while I will never forgive Ilberd, the fact that we managed to function at all was thanks in large part to his efforts. Just a pity he was doing it for all the wrong reasons, eh? Only takes one bad apple, they say, and the Braves had a barrel full of them. Not like the Scions, we might look like a ragtag band of misfits, but deep down, we've all got that shared sense of purpose. And why? Because Tataru sifted out all the glory hunters, for they made it through the door. I see. So while our ranks comprise a diverse range of people, each with their own individual strengths, we are all united in purpose. Thank you, my friends. With your permission, I shall make a record of our discussion and refer to it when drafting my recommendations. Until we meet again. Anyway, I just hopped in. I plan on playing the game and want to see less spoilers. I don't blame you. It's a fantastic story, dude. I mean, okay, to be fair, every expansion is its own story, but, which I learned recently, so I'm just relaying what I learned, but they're all, I don't really have any problems with any of the expansions, but I have been going back through, like, recaps on YouTube to really understand what the hell's been happening. But they've all been just phenomenal stories. Each expansion is a game in its own way, which is crazy. Like, maybe hundreds of hours of content. Definitely hundreds of hours of content from A Realm Reborn to Endwalker, but each expansion adds like another 60 or so, which is nuts. Game audio channel and just listen to you on my end? No. I'd have to mute the game audio myself. And that would just be dead silence. It's alright if you don't want to stick around. I don't want to spoil anything for you. Obviously, none of this makes any sense to you, but, you know, it will when you get to it. Alright. Quest number 2. Well, I think we've taken up enough of our colleagues' time, and I am conscious that less life-affirming testimonies await. Let us make our way to Gridania and hear what the others have learned.
Right, let's go.
Plus, Adam reads all the non-voice dialogue. Well, yeah, I mean, otherwise, I'm just sitting here in silence reading it to myself, and that's just stupid. Why would I do that? Oops. Damn it. There we go. Oops. Stop. There we go. Yeah, don't feel bad. I'd feel bad if I did spoil something for you, and I'd rather not. Oh, there it is. I haven't been to Gridania in 10 years. What's for Sunday stream? There's generally not a Sunday stream, but if I am not able to do the crossover content between Final Fantasy 16 and 14 here tonight, or at least do all of it, then I'll probably do a little extra stream on Sunday to do that content and maybe complete it and so on and so forth. So it won't be like a super long stream if I do one, but there's a whole band playing out there. This game is wild, dude. After everything that Blizzard has done, how could anybody still be playing World of Warcraft? Jeremy just told me recently he's probably going to go back to it. And I'm like, great. No, it's a Final Fantasy 16 and 14 crossover event where I guess we get a new mount and stuff. It's extra content. It's nothing to do with the story. No, but the next week's official Friday stream will be the beginning of Endwalker, the most current expansion up until Dawn Trail, of course. Will I be able to finish Endwalker before Dawn Trail? I'm not sure. Dawn Trail, I think, comes out, what, July? Yeah, July 2nd. So we have some time. Technically June 28th because of early access, but we have some time. But, I mean, 2 hours a week, and I'm sure Endwalker ain't no shorty. It's going to take a while. New outfit, new mount, new pet. It's limited time stuff. You do have to be at least level 50 to do it, though. Yeah, it's only going until May 8th. So we've got like a month, but we only have until May 8th to do all of it. And I mean, if I do it now, then it's not really going to be a problem. Hey, BC. Looking forward to Endwalker? Me too. And complete a quest. It's not as good as Shadowbringers, but a close second. I genuinely don't. I mean, I guess my favorite expansion would have to be Heavensward, but I am not disappointed by any of the stories that we've had through all the expansions. I think this game is just phenomenally done. Thanks to Tataro's ever dependable intelligence, we managed to track down a handful of former Braves without any great difficulty. Some were forthright, others less so, but we've heard enough to form a picture. I must warn you, Alphino, some of their comments were harsh. I should get a sub. Like a sandwich? I'm looking forward to the crossover event. I've been playing 16 off and on the last month, and I like it a lot. I loved 16. I can well imagine, but their opinions are no less vital to my report. I seek the unvarnished truth. Not necessary. It's free till the end of Stormblood walks. Okay. Dude, a sub sandwich would be nice, but I do one meal a day, so I'm not eating. That's why I'm drinking the coffee. Well, I'm drinking the coffee because I wanted coffee. Thank you. I will set about adding your findings to my own at once. In the meantime, pray go on ahead to Little Solace and seek out Elder Frixio. I will join you anon. Trying to lose weight? I have been losing weight. I've been on the one meal a day since basically the beginning of the year. I was sick at the beginning of the year, so I couldn't do one meal a day, but once I got better, I went on to one meal a day, and I've upped the weights that I lift. I've been going pretty solidly 4 days a week, working out. Obviously, Fridays I go bowling, so I don't want to wear myself out. But I am down now to my lowest weight that I have been. My previous lowest weight was 210 pounds. Now I'm down to 209.8. My last weigh-in was like 2 weeks ago where I was at like 213. So I'm down 4 pounds from where I was, which is great. My goal is 200 pounds, and then I'll see where I go from there. But 14th trial going to Heavensward was already so much free content. Now it's free to Stormblood, so you can literally play like 100 hours for free. Yeah, dude. I love the fact that they did that. They literally, in my opinion, they just one-upped freaking World of Warcraft when they announced that, oh yeah, by the way, you can play A Realm Reborn all the way to Stormblood for free, which is nuts. That's hundreds of hours of content for a free game that you don't have to pay anything extra for. Like, I don't know how they get away with that, but they're just like, it must be Yoshi P. You know, he's the man. He must be convincing them, hey, you know, we made our money on these expansions. Let's just give it away for free. And 14 is now like the best MMO on the market. It's been the best MMO on the market, but now it's really the best MMO. Ah, welcome, Brave One and friends of Brave One. How good it is to see walking ones again so soon after the meeting. It's been a while since we last spoke. Alright, Walks. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. I don't want to spoil anything for you, so... It's alright. Indeed it has. Though the palace was very pretty, the meeting was far too noisy for this one. So many shouting ones and squawking ones and cheering ones with no chance for carefree conversation. Still, this one is pleased all ones can be friends. Horned one Kanesana said that walking ones would be coming to Little Solace. Imperial ones also invaded Sylphlands and abducted many of these ones, so these ones will be glad to bear messages between fighting friendly ones. That is heartening to hear, Elder. It will require all ones to work in unison to stop the Telophoroi. By the way, Huff, I forgot to mention at the beginning, I'm like, they, you know, they're trying to eradicate the primals. Technically, the primals still live on in the summoners, but they're not as destructive. My sister played the 14 free trial. She leveled like 5 classes to 50 and all her crafters, so it was worth... Oh, dude, that alone, leveling every class, or even just leveling 5 classes to 50, getting level 50 is... I mean, it's not a slog, but it's not that quick either. Not like you can buy just Stormblood or Heavensward. You either get everything up to date and next one by buying the game. So might as well free trial the old stuff. Get more people in, and once they expand the trial, more people will invest. Exactly. It's a brilliant business move, and I think it couldn't have been made at a better time. Really just shoving it in World of Warcraft's face while Blizzard is putting their own foot in their mouth. These ones will try very hard, of course, but in matters of war, these ones have little experience. Any advice Walking Ones can provide would be most welcome. Oh? Another pretty silver-haired one, and in quite a hurry, it seems. Alize, you must come quickly. Whatever's the matter, Alphanel, don't tell me you couldn't read my handwriting. What? No, a Twin Adder officer accosted me as to what I was about to set out. Or as I was about to set out. Charlene has sent an envoy who is due to arrive in Gridania at any moment. An envoy? Could it be that Kryl has managed to sway the Forum? We shall know soon enough, but there is more. The envoy has requested that the two of us attend the audience with the Elder Seedseer. Really? I can see why they might want science to be present, but us specifically? Wait, it isn't who I think it is. It is. I could scarce believe it myself, but when I inquired as to the envoy's identity, I was told that it was one... Forchenault Lavalleur. That sounds familiar. Your father? Well now, the fact that a serving member of the Forum had journeyed here would be a surprise enough, but him? That's interesting. Better than WoW's trial. WoW's trial is over in like 4 hours. Yeah, WoW's trial has always been garbage. And you're limited. Whereas, like, in 14's trial, you literally have no limits. You can level up to whatever level cap you're in. As far as I know, there's no limits. Next goal is kill all the summoners. As far as I'm aware, you're the only one. So prepare yourself for Alize shanking you. Do you remember the last time you witnessed them talk to their dad? I don't, actually. I don't think they ever did in this game. They just mentioned him, I think. Quite. I glean from this that they are taking the matter seriously. That may be, but why him and not one of the other 98 Forum members? Unless he volunteered for it. It has been some time since you last saw your father, has it not? Could it be that he is concerned for your well-being? Perhaps, but he has always been reluctant to discuss his work with us. Indeed, whenever we write to our parents, it is invariably our mother who replies. You can't initiate trades and party if you're trial member on 14. Oh, you can't join parties or anything? Oh. Well, trades are very rare, let's be honest, but... I mean, it's a good thing that they actually made NPCs usable in dungeons then. But that does kind of suck, doesn't it? If you can't party up, that means you can't really do dungeons. Oh, you just can't start one. Well, that's weird. You can also join link cells, just can't make one. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're not really looking to... that takes dedication, so you might as well just buy in at that point. Nevertheless, I welcome the opportunity to meet with him after so long, even if it is secondary to his true purpose here. Elder Frixio, loath though I am to cut our visit short, we must return to Gridania. Pray accept my apologies along with my report. Never mind. There will be time to talk later. This one won't keep walking ones from more urgent matters. Go. Alright, Huff. The audience will be held at the Lotus Sand, where the Elder Seedseer waits even now. Let us be on our way. I'm gonna have to come up with a. I don't know why I used the Endwalker. My Endwalker thumbnail for this, because this has all been Shadowbringers as far as I'm concerned. It's not, but these last two patches aren't really Shadowbringers, but it's basically it's part of that expansion, or it was. So I'm gonna have to change. I'm gonna have to do up a Shadowbringers thumbnail to put on these last month or two of streams, so that I can differentiate this from actually Endwalker. Oh, that's cool. High above me, she's so lovely, she's so high. That's one of my favorite songs. That's funny, dude. So, the way people do this is like a script or something? Is that how they pulled these songs off? That was good. There's an add-on? Okay. Clap, clap. Clap. Damn it. Because, like, I don't know how this goes, but, like, being able to play those songs manually would be a nightmare. I just know it. And you plug some kind of music file into it. I forget the file format. Yeah, it's probably some weird file format, to be honest. But, how do they know how to play together? Do they just, like, say, like, I don't know, join in and it just automates everybody, or how does that work? I've always been interested in how people do that. I found out years ago that it was a script, but I just don't know how it's done. Yo, is that a red mage? Looks dope, dude. Now that's red mage gear right there. I love the look of the red mage. It's always so dashing. Oh, they're MIDI files? Oh, never mind. I thought it'd be something unique to Final Fantasy. Because I remember back in the day when I messed with the files in 11 to change my, like, basically transmog my character, but only I could see it. I could change my character to whatever I wanted. I can't remember the name of the file extension, though. I used to know it like the back of my hand. These days, it's been a long time. That was how you got the, that's how you got your character to be naked, basically. But I put the freaking, like, top-tier paladin armor on my character, even though I didn't actually have it. I just made it look like I had it. So I looked like a badass the whole time. I genuinely am not sure why I chose to be a summoner. I like the idea of just casting and summoning minions to do my bidding, but it's so different from what it used to be. Back in the day, you'd summon something and it would just stay out. Now it's just like the summons are purely just used to rotate through. I kind of liked it the way that it used to be, though, because it was... Well, this one definitely... Now, this one's definitely easier, or this the way that they changed it is easier to maintain and understand the rotation of what you need to do. The older days when you summoned, like, say, for example, you're going through a dungeon and you're clearing big groups and ads and stuff, it was easier just to keep like, say, Garuda out. You keep Garuda out, and you always had your AoE attacks ready to go. Instead, now you rotate through everything, and, well, I just, when I'm facing, like, groups, when we're facing groups in a dungeon, I don't tend to use Ifrit because it doesn't make sense. He's a single target summon, so rotating through all my summons just doesn't make any sense. Whereas back in the day, if it was a single target, I'd bring out Ifrit and I would just use him the whole time. So why they changed it, I don't know. It was never really a bad way to play the summoner, but what are you gonna do? Welcome, Warrior of Light. The Elder Seed Seer and your friends are waiting within. But of course they are. Oh, by the way, first girl that I would choose is Minfilia, all the way. Okay, she's best girl. Now that she's dead, though, Kanisana would definitely be second best girl. What can I say? In Final Fantasy, I got a thing for blondes, I guess. My friends, I thank you all for coming so swiftly. Word of Master Fortunault's visit took us by quite by surprise. When the Alliance granted Mistress Kyle permission to request Charlane's aid, oh, that was pretty. We did not anticipate so promptly a reply, much less that it would be delivered by a member of the Forum. What the nature of that reply may be, we shall soon discover. Okay, well, they're not Asian in this, but I would prefer Asians over blonde chicks.
Elder Seedseer, I thank you for granting me this audience. I am Fortunault Leveilleur, here in my capacity as representative of the Forum.
It is I who should thank you, Master Fortunault, for journeying so far and so swiftly. Would that our first meeting could have been under happier circumstances.
It has been too long, Father. You look well.
As do you both. Ameliance will be glad to hear that you are taking care of yourselves.
How is Mother?
She misses you terribly, of course, but is otherwise a picture of health. Circumstances apart, I'm grateful that our meeting has afforded me the chance to be reunited with my children at long last. And I believe I also owe you thanks for the hospitality you showed my father, Louisoix, during his sojourn in Eorzea.
All thanks we owe to him. In the days prior to the 7th Umbral Calamity...
That's who that
It was
was?
your father's tireless efforts which
Wow.
granted us a means
It
to
all makes sense now.
vanquish the primals. Were it not for him, our strength would have been quite spent by the time the Empire arrived. That Gridania still stands is in large part his achievement. He was a great man.
He would doubtless have been moved to hear you say so. I must confess, however, that I opposed his decision to intervene. And my position remains unchanged.
Well, that's a punch to the balls.
To chart the course of history, not to change it. I am familiar with the Sharlayan stance.
It is more than that. It is our way of life, who we are. But I came here not to deliver a lecture, but the Forum's answer to your request. Sharlayan will under no circumstances intervene in the conflict between Eorzea and the Garlean Empire.
May I ask for what reason the Forum has come to this decision? The final days spell the end not only for Eorzea, but the entire world.
The final days. Pray spare me your hyperbole. This conflict is no more than the latest in a series of petty squabbles between yourselves and Garlemald. One in which Sharlayan will take no part. If the final days were truly upon us, we would know.
This dude is up his own ass. So far, he doesn't see past his own
Father,
face.
You must ask the Forum to reconsider. You may feel safe on your little island across the waves, but if you imagine the Telophoroi will leave you be, you are mistaken. They mean to kill us all, themselves included.
Alphino is right. We have seen what the enemy is capable of, the lengths to which they'll go. This is no time to turn a blind eye.
What was I right about, Rob?
If Eorzea falls, so too will Sharlayan. So if you truly love our homeland, you will join us. Now, before it's too late.
I thought you knew better than to raise your voice to your elders. It seems I was wrong. Wrong to ever let you leave, Sharlayan. I consoled myself that your time abroad would instill in you some hint of restraint, of discipline. But I see now that Eorzea has made fools of you both. Have you forgotten why it was that I so vehemently opposed your grandfather's departure?
This dude is
For
a
all his
dick.
wisdom, his only solution was to go to war. Death, devastation, ruin. Even those who claim victory are scarred for life. What prize could ever justify such sacrifice?
Well, I figured. It is generally the spot you put the GPU in.
It is the duty of the learned to avert such tragedy. By fanning the flames of war, you forsake all you once held dear.
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom. It is indolence.
I see your friend shares your misguided ideals. But unlike him, you should know better. By espousing such barbaric notions, you subvert the teachings of Sharlayan and place all we have worked for in jeopardy. Alphino, Alisaie, as of this moment, you shall no longer bear the name of Leveilleur.
Wow, he just disowned them like that?
Father. How you choose to live your lives is no longer my concern. If you wish to walk the path of ruin, I will not stand in your way.
Master Fourcheneau, while Sharlayan may have no intention of intervening in this conflict, we can still part as friends. Will you not stay and speak with us, that we might learn of Sharlayan's hopes for the morrow?
I have said what I came here to say. Any further discussion would be meaningless.
Father! Wait! Don't bother, Alisaie!
How can you stand there and watch him walk away? How can you let this happen?
Because he's a man. Yeah, at first he was happy to see his children, now he just disowned them like that. Wow. That was crazy. He just straight up disowned them right in front of everybody. I just want to go slug him. Can I go slug him? I want to slug him. He hurt my poor Alisaie. So that's what he came here to say? That we're all fools for having the temerity to defend ourselves against the Telophoroi? And as for the rest, like it or not, this was the Forum's decision to watch from afar while Eorzea burns. Father was but the messenger, and as he handed down their judgment, I could think of nothing to say that could possibly sway him. I still can't. To have prolonged the discussion would have changed little, for it is not only only Master Fortuno who must be persuaded, but the Forum as a whole. The decision was made ere your father crossed the sea. Nor is it like to be changed, and so we shall face the Telophoroi without their aid. Forgive me, but if they had no intention of helping us, then why would they go to the trouble of sending an envoy in the first place? Why did they not simply keep their counsel, as they are wont to do? He's got a good point. It's kind of a waste of time and resources to send one man across the sea. Valtamont, has Master Fortuno arrived yet?
Yeah, he's come and gone.
Then it is as I feared. My efforts were in vain. I pleaded our case to as many Forum members as I could, but they flatly refused to discuss the matter. No, that's not exactly true. I should rather say that they ignored every word I said on the subject, without exception. It was almost unnerving. So they're all stuck up. Got it. Could it be that they are hiding something from us? That might go some way to explain Master Fortuno's performance. When he said that they... I'm sorry, I just saw my screen and my microphone shake a little bit, and I didn't cause it. When he said that they would know if the final days were truly upon us, I dismissed it as a pride. But what if they genuinely believe that they know how the world will end and simply disagree with us about the circumstances? That I don't know, but something tells me they are not as unconcerned about the Telophoroi as they claim. If the threat weren't real, why else would they be so standoffish and secretive? I would very much like to delve deeper into this, but I'm afraid I've exhausted every avenue of inquiry. Nor have I fared any better with with my other mission, researching Hydaelyn and the Ethereal Sea. I tried enlisting the help of experts in the field, but it appears the Forum has forbidden anyone from cooperating with us. If you need a PC riser cable, let me know. I don't have a use for it right now. I don't have a use for one either. Yeah, that was my first thought. It's like, oh, I didn't feel it, but I saw. First the Taiwan earthquake, and now we've got one right outside New Jersey. I don't get it, man. I didn't think we were near a fault line. Obstructed at every turn. So it would seem, but don't lose heart just yet. With all the knowledge and acquaintances we have between us, we can still find a way forward. To that end, I would like you all to join me here, when the time is right, of course. I am aware that matters in Eorzea stand on a knife edge, but with your permission, I can at least start making the necessary arrangements. No, I didn't feel... That's why when I got to work and Meech was like... Was it Dimitri? Yeah, I think Dimitri was saying, like... Yeah, like he had a bunch of people text him, did you feel that? And he was like, no. Like, we're in the middle of the state. We're rarely ever going to feel an earthquake. But, no, I never felt the one this morning. It's weird, too, because Dimitri had mentioned about one that he felt back in the 2000s. And I'm like, I don't remember an earthquake. I've always wanted to visit Sharlayan. Yeah, it seems like everybody around me felt the earthquake, but I didn't. I don't understand. And so you shall, albeit under less than happy circumstances. It may take a while to secure entry for you all, but I'll let you know when everything is in order. Look after yourselves in the meantime, won't you? Your speculations give me cause to hope. Yet if these seeds will bear fruit, I cannot say. While it is possible the Sharlayans hide some secret truth from us, there can be no certainty that its exposure will prompt in them a change of heart. And so, for the present, we must needs confront the plight in which we find ourselves. The Forum has refused our request for aid, and it falls to us alone to contend with the Telophoroi. Even with all of Eorzea standing united, there is no guarantee that we will prevail. What does Sharlayan intend to do if we fail? All I got is food, no cash. All right, well, this one, I don't know. I just use them for XP gain. It's like a Mack truck drove by the house. Drove by outside the restaurant, but there was no sound. Yeah, no, I didn't feel anything at all. All right, this is it. Death unto dawn. This is the last bit. I didn't think it would take us 2 hours, but I mean, I've been kind of also bullshitting with you guys, so it was a brief second. Yeah, no, I didn't think it was long enough for me to feel anything, to be honest. I wasn't really paying attention. To be honest, depending on when it happened, I might have been in my car, so I probably didn't feel it because the car just absorbed the shock anyway. While Sharlayan's stance is indeed disappointing, we cannot allow ourselves to be distracted from the challenge before us. There is much and more to be done. I shall begin by sharing the Forum's response with my counterparts in the Alliance. Meanwhile, I would ask that the Scions... Grave tidings, Walking Ones. Grave tidings. Calm yourself, my gentle friend. What has occurred? These ones who went to see Feathered Ones send terrible news. Destroying Ones have appeared in Zelfatol. Destroying Ones and captured Ones and even frightfully godly Ones. Feathered Ones didn't stand a chance and were sent flapping and squawking. When did this happen? Is it too late to help them? Too late, yes. Much too late. But luckily, destroying Ones were only passing through and continued on west. Feathered Ones who did not fight were left unharmed. West. That would be Kurthus. That's the place I was thinking of. They ended up in Kurthus after... I think it was it Dragon Bridge or something like that? No, Dragon Bridge. That's Skyrim. Anyway, they ended up in Kurthus after Minfilia died. My lady, the Ishgardians report that the Telophoroi have emerged from the eastern highlands of Kurthus and are marching at speed. Though their purpose has yet to be determined, the Cartano Flats would seem their most likely destination. Lord Emmerich has already dispatched his forces and requests our immediate support. Around 10:30 this morning. Okay, so I was already at work. No, I didn't feel it at all. Tell him he shall have it. The time is come for the Grand Company of Eorzea to prove its worth. I was standing, but I was in the config center at that time, like doing some work, so I don't know. Well, mayhap it is a mercy that we do not have time to stew upon our misfortunes. Come, my friends, let us make haste to Cartano. Wait, this one almost forgot. Destroying Ones were said to be led by Cackling Robed One. This one must see that all Walking Ones know. Farewell. So it's Fandaniel. Cackling Robed One. Who else could it be? Actually, it's the Joker. Who else? It was only a matter of time before that grinning maniac showed himself again. I shall have an airship ready to bear you to Cartano. Pray see to your preparations and report to the landing with all haste. Yes, my liege. At once, my lady. Let us away. Yeah, imagine the Dragonborn showing up. That'd be a hell of a crossover. Bethesda just allowing them to have the Dragonborn or a version of the Dragonborn in Final Fantasy XIV. Damn it, I keep doing that. Oh, Fordola. Valtamont, it would seem Fordola here has come all the way to Gridania to find us. I have explained the situation, but she insists her business is urgent. Aye, and it'll be over soon if you shut up and come with me. That's rude. Final Fantasy is something of Skyrim? It's an RPG. I figured it was about him.
Arenvold! I can't tell you how good it is to see you.
I don't think he'll ever walk again.
It arrived a lot sooner than expected, eh? The day I craned my neck up at you.
Only because you're sitting down. Unless...
Afraid so. The Chirurgeons say I may never walk again. Come on, Alfino, it could be worse. Besides, I didn't come here to dampen the mood. Quite the opposite.
Welcome back, Huff.
All I've ever wanted was to fight for a cause I believe in. But my fighting days are over. So I want you to fight in my stead. Be the hero I can't.
I am no hero.
That's what they all say, though. No one ever calls themselves a hero. Even the ones who eat primals for breakfast. It's for others to decide. Look, Alfino. You already are a hero. To me and countless others. We see you doing your damnedest to protect us all. And you're not alone, are you? There are people who believe in you, just as you believe in them.
We carry the dreams of many. We'll carry yours too.
I know what's at stake, and how many people are depending on you. But I believe in you. Believe that you'll see it through. That's why I'm entrusting my dreams to you. Like Albert and Owley once entrusted their dreams to me.
There was a time when I would have borne the weight of such expectations without a second thought. But now, I know just how heavy that burden can be. To tell the truth, I'm beginning to wonder if I chose the right path. Sacrifices will inevitably be made for the sake of the ideals I uphold. Maybe I am not the person I thought I was. The person you think I am.
I wouldn't presume to tell you. But I will say this. In spite of everything, you've come this far. The road ahead might not always be clear, but you've never been one to give up or take the easy way out. And everything you do for others. For a brighter future. I'm proud to call you my friend. Well, I've said my piece, so I'll let you go. I know you've got more important things to be doing. Just give what I've said some thought, all right?
I shall, my friend. And we will meet again soon, I promise.
Nothing left for me to do but wave and smile.
You've got a pretty narrow view of what it means to be a hero, do you know that? You think they're all forged in the fires of battle? That it's all about being brave and killing villains? Alphino and the others will carry on their fight. But theirs isn't the only one. There are other ways you can make a difference. If you stop feeling sorry for yourself and put your bloody mind to it.
There's not much chance of me living the quiet life with you around, is there?
If you're content to twiddle your thumbs thinking of what might have been, that's your lookout. But I reckon you've got some fight left in you.
And I reckon you might be right. If there's a way I can still help my friends, I'll bloody well find it.
Man, Fordola's kind of just turned a new leaf, hasn't she? Like, quite a bit. You can tell me later what that was all about, but judging by the set of Alphino's jaw, it appears to have done him some good. Thancred and the others have already left the Rising Stones, and according to the communications officer, Amalja and Kobold forces are also bound for Cartano as we speak. They mean to keep the promise they made in Alamigo, and we must do the same, by saving as many of their tempered kin as possible. Anyway, the airship is ready to depart. We should get going. Upon joining the battle at Cartano, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Blah, blah, blah. More primes. The battle is saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you'll be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, the progress will be lost. Well, that won't happen.
My fellow Scions, as I am sure you will have heard, we can expect no help from Sharlayan, nor are we any closer to discerning the Telophoroi's grand design. And now, our adversary moves against us in unprecedented numbers, compelling us to answer in kind. The outlook, in short, is bleak. Yet though our foes are many, and we but few, we may still tip the balance in Eorzea's favor.
Of course. We will do what we always do. Deal with the ones our allies can't. A less than daunting prospect, judging by your expression. Could it be that you've dispelled your lingering doubts, Alphino?
Oh, I doubt I ever will. But as my friends have kindly reminded me, I have come this far, and that must count for something.
Gods be good, Alphino. That's what we've been trying to tell you all along.
For one so bright, you can be remarkably dim at times.
There is such a thing as overthinking, you know.
Might I suggest that we continue this conversation after the battle? It would appear that Telophoroi have already arrived.
I'll do what I can to cure the Tempered, but they'll have to be incapacitated first.
Have care, my friends, for none can say wherefore our foe did choose this fateful field to be our battleground. Whatever may transpire, pray grant him not the pleasure of deterring you.
I wonder what it would be like if Gideon Emery was still playing Urianger all the way up to this point. All right, here we go. Listen well, friends. The Telophoroi are sweeping across Cartano. As for the Ascian, he was briefly sighted above the battlefield, but has since vanished. He likely intends to watch the events unfold. Thus far, the movements of the lunar primals have proven difficult to predict. Even when poised to ambush our troops, they instead withdraw for some unknown reason. Whatever the Telophoroi's plan may be, the primals are our primary targets. Understood, they will not elude the Scions for long. Here we go. Oh, this is big. That's why. Let me take this little guy right here. I'm just facing this one, so I might as well just do this. It does suck that I actually... Let me pull the camera back here. That I got capped to level 80 because of... I mean, I'd have to, but... it sucks because I really like the level 90 version of my summons. They're bigger. I don't know why it keeps targeting my friends. All right, where's Estinian? You said go with him. Where the hell's Estinian? I can't target any of these guys. Where the hell did he go? Oh, this way. Okay, here we go. I'm like, where did... Kind of disappeared into the battlefield.
Something's not right.
By the way, Rob, the way I defeated Fordola is I called her a big, stupid, poopy head. As the Scions spread out across the field, Alize and Graha take the fight to the Telophoroi. Wrong button. She deserved it. I get to play as Alize. Nice. Anyone at this rate will have to incapacitate them first. Okay, so how... I'm not familiar with what to do here. Yo, she's got some dope moves though. Holy crap. Oh, she can do... Is this what Red Mage does? Just cycles through all the elements? That's way easier. Oops. Whoa. Dude, how many abilities did... Holy crap. She has like 10 things she cycles through on that. Stop targeting friendlies. I don't understand that.
Just the beginning.
So you get the build to a better mage. She's a streamlined red mage, so you get the build a better red mage combos. How often do you get to play as other characters? Oh, I can play as often as I want to as any of them, but what the... But I'm choosing to stay as summoner because, well, I really need to focus on one main class. At least I'm still in range. What is happening right now? I mean, that thing was going to hit me no matter what, so... That's pretty cool that you get to just have a whole bunch of cycling abilities. Seems we earned a moment's respite. Then let us take this opportunity to cure the tempered. Do I talk to him? Oh, Angelo. The red mage cycles the two main ones and then has a chance to proc the others, which deal more damage. Oh yeah, he did take character. My bad. I thought this would be freaking voiced. What the hell? The glyph? Yes. How worried should we be? Why am I dropping frames? I hate this internet, dude. I really do. It's not a lot, but like I've dropped a few frames and I'm getting sick of this crap. Listen well and judge for yourself. Though I can see ethereal currents, I had not thoroughly examined those that flow through the heart of Cartano, but now that I'm here, things have become clear. Yeah, they've been very short bursts, but it's really pissing me off. I shouldn't be dropping any frames, period. The flats conceal an etheric confluence, like to the pillars of Azim's Step, but greater in scale. Far greater. And the solar... Yeah, it's all these events put together. The glyphs that Fandaniel has conjured reach into its very midst. And I believe I know their purpose. Should the lunar primals destroy them, it would spark a chain reaction with the potential to obliterate the confluence entirely. The resultant disruption to the flow of aether would sow chaos among the elements, prompting earthquakes, floods, and tempests. Tempests large enough to lay waste to the realm. That it would go so far cometh as little surprise. We must needs protect the confluence at all cost. The tidal wave is about to hit you. And the lesbians, especially the lesbians. Oh, now I'm Urianger. Yo, let's go. Lunar Odin? Get the hell out of here. What is he? Oh, that's a heal. Ow. Fixed sign. Ah, okay. I'm just learning all these abilities right off the bat here. Not really doing a whole lot of damage here.
I shall protect thee.
That's the wrong one, Adam. There we go. Okay. Oh, here we go.
Mitre.
Oh, God. Oh, stop. Holy crap, dude. Oh, is that to get my MP back? Dude, the confluence is taking so much damage. Can I heal it? Yeah, I can.
Away with you!
I mean, I guess I just stand still until something happens here. Right? Nope, it's gone. Damn it. That's gonna hurt. Ow. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh! Holy crap, dude. Can I target Ishtola? Can I target... There we go. Thank you. Got him. Jeez. His abilities really confuse me. Meanwhile, Grahatia and Alize prepare to lock swords with Lunar Ravana. What should I say? I know he's an astrologian. Oriange's job is to tell you their weakness based on if they're a Pisces, a Cancer, etc. He's a level 80 white woman. He also knows that Odin's sword and Thancred's face are not compatible. Adam, it literally told you on screen that Thancred needs your help first. I mean, I helped him though, so he's fine. Alright, so he's just a black mage. What's all this other stuff do? Oh, it's thunder. Okay. Oh, what the hell? Keep them from the confluence. Crap. I need a faster cast here. And it's dead. Ah, what the hell? There's so many of those moths we have to kill. But I can't resume midway, obviously. I'm confused right now. Like, I can't cast fast enough to stop them. Alright, so we're back to this, which is fine. That's good. By all accounts, but so are we. Oh, wait, there's break, whatever that is, but it's got a moth or a butterfly symbol or something. The Thundara or Thunder 4 cat, it takes a while. Oh, cure. Okay, so I can do a cure. I thought he was a black mage. Okay. So oh, there you go. I guess I kind of just... I'm supposed to stop them all, I guess. And then I heal this. So I stop them while she does the damage. Okay. I can do that. That is a much better... Oh! Ow. Put us down, please. Thank you. No, Alize. God damn it, dude. I'll just heal myself real quick. Medica 2. Oh, that's probably an AoE right there. Nope, definitely don't want that. What is that? Oh, it's that. Okay. Let's just check what this does. Yeah, that's the... Okay, that's the AoE. I'm running short on MP, though. Ow. Ow. Stop it. I am out of magic power. What the hell is he doing? Oh, yeah. Oh. Wait a second. Stop. Does Blizzard not cost anything? Oh. I actually had no idea that that's how that worked. There we go. Holy crap. I suck at this game. At the self-same moment, you stand shoulder to shoulder with Alphino and Estidian, resolved to lay Lunar Ifrit low. Oh, let's go. Shut up, Puffin. Yes, you were. You said it in your mind. All right, now I get to control myself. Where is my carbuncle? Got this crap again. Ah. Okay. There's nowhere to run. Got it. Ah. Uh-oh. There we go. Ha-ha! You failed. Oh, okay, it's one of these, yep. Oh, okay, stop. Oh, big Ifrit, meet your little brother. Tiny Ifrit. Though he's bigger at level 90. Oh my god, I keep forgetting about that. I have to go to the center. I'm an idiot. Uh-oh. Wrong one. Ow. Ooh. Great. Yeah, we can't destroy these. Oh, oh, oh. Yo, let's go, Estinian, bringing out the big guns. All right. I don't know who's healing, but they're doing an excellent job. There we go. I know how to use my character. Later, BC. Way to leave me behind, guys.
And thus another plan went up in smoke. I am beginning to see why Lord Xenos thinks so highly of you. Not that this changes anything, you understand. You have merely earned yourself a stay of execution.
More.
I thought he was going to punch him.
How fare the tempered?
We've treated as many as we can, but some were beyond help.
Do not hang your head so, brave scions. Though not all of our captured brethren could be saved, we are grateful for those whose minds have been restored. You could do no more, and that is enough. So please hold your heads high.
Should have been quicker. But I'll do better next time. Thank you for your kind words. They mean a lot.
A victory at great cost, but a victory nonetheless. We must stay strong and press on. Isn't that right?
One battle at a time. We'll get there.
That
Agreed.
we will.
Yo, it's the song they used in the Endwalker trailer.
All right, Shadowbringer. Sorry, my bad. Oh. Ah, so these last two patches were part of Shadowbringer. And there it is. And I expect you to shut up. Hell yeah. We did it. We finished Shadowbringers to its fullest. We did it. Finally, after all this time, all these years, now we just have Endwalker. And Endwalker is 78 hours. Dude, what the hell? Alright, hold on. That's just the average. Alright, so... But obviously, 78 hours including leveling. And I'm already max level, so it'll be... Let's just take that at face value. 78 divided by 2 hours a week. 39 days. I think by that point, we're already way past the release of Dawn Trail. But again, that shortens considerably when not adding in leveling, which we are. We're max level already, so. So, I think 78 hours is a bit too much. We could probably cut that in half. Taking out leveling and being ready for the next, you know, leveling up to the next quest and so on and so forth. And then 5 more patches. And then by that point, you'll be just in time for Dawn Trail patch 2. Probably. We'll see. Like I said, there might be a time, dude, where I double dip on the streams during the week for Final Fantasy XIV just to finish up Endwalker. Like, you know, maybe Sunday will be like a Final Fantasy day. So that way we can catch up. I want to make sure that I experience a Final Fantasy XIV expansion from the very beginning, damn it. They tried to level you with the story pretty well. You might save 3 or 4 hours max. So it is 70-ish hours anyway then. Well, doesn't matter. Either way, I think that's what we're going to do in order to be ready for Dawn Trail when it comes out. We're probably going to double dip on Final Fantasy XIV. So, you know, we'll set a day. It'll probably be Fridays and Sundays. So that way we can really kind of spend a lot of hours in it. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of story because, you know, we are max level, so it's really we're just gonna go main scenario quest the whole way, like we have been. But if it's to be believed, Endwalker's a really good one, so I expect nothing less than perfection. But as it is that we took this long to finish just 3 quests this evening, we will not be touching the 16 and 14 crossover. That we will leave for Sunday, so just be ready for that on Sunday when I do come back and we do a little bit of event content, because I wanted to do that. I do love the Shadowbringers theme. I'm glad they hit you with it one last time. Endwalker I consider the second best expansion. As I've said many times, Shadowbringers was the best by far. Well, Shadowbringers was the best by far for a lot of people. Like, it was on Game of the Year lists when that expansion came out, and it's not even a game. But as I said earlier, you could basically consider every expansion for this game a game in its own way. I mean, 78 hours for Endwalker, that's a game. And you're paying $40 minimum for it. Like, that's pretty good for a $40 game. 70 some odd hours. Like, they're crushing it with this MMO, and it just never stops. You do have to wonder, though. I mean, given how long Final Fantasy XI's been online, which, you know, it's been online for 24 years. I really just said that because it was 2000 that 11 came out. No, yes, because 11, weirdly enough, came out. No, it couldn't, because 10 would have had to come out, and 10 didn't come out until 2002. But Final Fantasy XI was on PlayStation 2 first. Okay, no, it came out in 2002, sorry. So, I was completely wrong about that, because 10 came out prior in 2001. Okay, sorry. 2001, and then 11 came out in 2002, which, by the way, 11 was on the market before WoW, so they beat him to it. So 22 years, and it's still going, only on PC, but it's still up and running, which is insane to me that they've kept it that long. But its expansions ended so long ago. But it does beg the question, how long are they gonna go with this game? There's already, like, there's tons of classes in the game to level up, and I've only leveled 1 to max. You know, there's tons of story. Where does it stop? I mean, they've got 60, I can't believe it, 84 years yet. But where does it stop? Where do they have a logical stopping point? And it's always something I've questioned. How are they going to know when they just want it to be done with this, you know, with the expansions like they did with Final Fantasy XI? Because this game, on its own merits, on the content that already exists in the game, I mean, it could just keep going, you know, even with just the content it has. And they could just add, like, new dungeons, new raids, whatever, and not have to do full expansions. They could move it to a live service model, essentially, by updating it. Maybe in 4 expansions we'll revisit the question. Well, we'll see. They seem content to keep making this game's content for many years to come. I mean, each expansion has been received very well, albeit everybody seems to dislike Stormblood the most, even though I didn't find it terrible, you know? It's not like Mists of Pandaria terrible. It's not like, what's another? Warlords of Draenor terrible. Every expansion has been met with actual, with actual praise. Oh, I am too. I said that when I got this game back, I was not going to get rid of it, and I meant it. Now that I can afford to keep paying for it, I will. I'll tell you what, if they had a yearly subscription for this game, I'd pay for it. I don't think they do, but it'd be great if they did. I'd pay for it on a yearly basis. It at least would guarantee me that I have it for an entire year in one payment. If they do, let me know. You stick with the 6 months? I guess I could do that, because in the long run, it's cheaper. I could switch to a 6-month, since I know I want to keep it. But I would love to get it on a year, just like with my PS Plus subscription. I've always been a part of the yearly subscription for PS Plus, so it's like, if I put this on it, then I know I'm saving money in the long run, because it's usually a lot cheaper. Anyway, so yeah, next Friday we're gonna start Endwalker. Don't they have game time? I don't know, maybe. I'll have to check. I'll check. If I can upgrade to some form of like yearly subscription or something like that, I'll do it. But yeah, next Friday we're gonna start Endwalker, and again, given how long Endwalker most likely is, we might double dip and do a Sunday stream as well in order to catch up. Because Sundays, I mean, if I'm not doing anything, we can spend so many more hours. Obviously, spending 2 hours on a Friday till midnight, it's not really been that rough on me. I just think it's like, wow, you know, if I go any further into the evening, like I'm already hating sitting in this chair right now. But like, you know, if I'm going even further past midnight, I mean, now we're just talking, nobody's going to show up, you know what I mean? So, and I think streaming on Sundays would be very beneficial just because it would allow more people, at reasonable hours to come by the stream if they're interested. So we could do like a noon to 8 sort of thing or whatever on Sundays, because, you know, I'm still gonna have to, I need to catch up on Skyrim. I haven't done Skyrim for like the last 2 months or something like that, because I've been busy most of the weekends. I'd like to keep the credits going, but I think we need to just, I guess I can't really just skip it, can I? Hide scrolling text. I don't know, unless I hit... Sorry. Oh, there we go. Here we go. I can skip it. They do have game time, but as far as I can tell, it's only 60 days. Cheaper to do a 6-month. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, generally, that's why, yeah, monthly and yearly subscriptions are the cheapest option usually. But yeah, if I could do 6 months and have it be overall cheaper and save myself a ton of money, then I will. I'll swap to that one. Because now that I've actually set a day for this to, you know, be a thing for the channel, there's no way I'm getting rid of it now. You know what I mean? This is a big part of my history. Final Fantasy MMOs are a big part of my gaming history, and I'm going to keep them in the rotation. Alright, we're just going to skip this. Let's finish it up. Of course it's not voiced. I trust you all enjoyed a comfortable flight aboard the Pride of the Ishgardian fleet. Lest you worry, the Bonanza has been towed to a nearby location to be retrieved at your convenience. You have thought of everything, Lord Emmerich, and may I say how much I appreciate the hospitality you afforded us on the way home. Think nothing of it. Our destination lay in the same direction, and it afforded me the perfect opportunity to learn how my errand friend has been since last he took his leave. It would seem you have finally found a place to settle down. I merely grew weary of wandering the Far East. Returning to more serious matters, while the Telophoroi has been driven from Cartano, 'tis like that bulk of their forces yet remain. On the evidence of the Grand Company of Eorzea, first joint military operation, however, I am confident that we have the potential to meet such threats head-on, even without the aid of you and yours. As such, while our forces keep the Telophoroi at bay, I would ask that you apply your talents to the task of neutralizing the towers. A sensible division of labor. While the towers remain, so too will the threat of the lunar primals. And given our expertise in the field of aetherology, we are better qualified to find the solution. That we are, especially should it happen to lie beyond the Alliance's dominion. There is a time and place for formal investigations, of course, but certain secrets are wont to hide where only enterprising individuals may venture. I could not agree more. There are none better suited to the tasks, nor any upon whom I would rather rely. On behalf of the Alliance, I thank you. We look forward to receiving any information you are able to uncover. And with that, I must take my leave. Should you have need of assistance, pray do not hesitate to ask. Fare you well, my friends. I didn't do anything. I didn't bow, I didn't nod my head, I didn't wave. What the hell? I confess I had hoped to be able to study the towers more closely, vital as they plainly are to the Telophoroi's plans. If we can discern their ultimate function, we will be one step closer to understanding our enemy's grand scheme. Should we succeed in neutralizing them, of course, it is all but certain that the Telophoroi will mount an all-out invasion. And then it will begin. The one who waits at the heart of the chaos will come for us, for you. Yet in the end, our true nemesis may be the calamity to end all calamities, the final days themselves. Yes, alright, Alphino. We need a plan, not portents. As Thaincred so eloquently pointed out, we are in a position to seek information from all manners of places, not least Sharlayan. According to Kryl, the Forum have been more secretive than ever of late. While this may be related to the appearance of the Telophoroi, that remains a matter of speculation. But one thing is clear, the Forum is determined to keep us from discerning the truth, or discovering the truth. Master Fortuno's performance at the Lotus Stand was enough to convince me of that. The matter beareth further investigation, I do heartily concur. Nor can I think of a more promising place to look for the answers we seek on the matter of the towers. Sharlayan hath ever been the wellspring of aetherical knowledge. Aetherological knowledge. There we go. Got it. I care not where we go. Here or there, my lance will be ready. And what of you, Valtimont? Might you be persuaded to join us? Yeah.
If it means I can have words with Fortuno.
Only after I do. If he and his friends in the Forum think we'll leave them alone if they ignore us, they're in for a shock. It appears we are in agreement. We have but to wait for Kryl to secure the necessary permissions. In the meantime, there is a matter I would investigate. Does it involve tall structures? By strange coincidence, it does. At present, I have only a creeping suspicion, But with your help, I will soon find out whether my fears are warranted. He should be bowing to you at this point. It's altruism that you aren't the new Emperor of Eorzea. I guess so. You've been doing it since I think I've been in the stream or close to it, maybe longer. Have I been playing 14 since you've been here? I mean, I have been playing the game since the beginning, but not consistently. Meanwhile, in the Garlean capital... I can't help but do that voice. It's funny. This guy looks different. Is it the Grim Reaper? Oh, Xenos, he changed his clothes.
Those Eorzeans certainly are a stubborn bunch. Though I suppose you knew that already. My plan to redirect the ether from Cartano came to a rather less than satisfactory conclusion. It was, in many respects, an abject failure. Which does, of course, raise the question of where we are going to procure.
Yeah, he finally picked a weapon.
The obvious
But we didn't see it until now, so that's pretty badass.
A little closer to home, though that would require our dreamer to dream a trifle more deeply.
So be it. The dreamer will not complain.
Then let us begin the preparations at once. With the gateway of the gods complete, all that remains is to gather the necessary ether, and our prize shall be within reach. The time has come to fulfill your heart's desire, my desire! To relieve those wretched creatures of their meaningless existence!
While I await you,
the blood moon,
I shall drink a sea of souls and gorge myself upon the darkened moon. Then you shall come to me, all roiling rage and rancor. And the stars shall bear witness to our final contest.
Right. Adam Warlock in Final Fantasy.
As I thought, the ethereal currents have been disturbed here too.
It was the same in Thanalan. Make that every location we surveyed.
And the strength of each current has diminished dramatically, far more than could be attributed to a natural occurrence.
What tidings bringest thou from Dravania?
We took a number of readings, and noticed that the closer we were to the tower, the lower the etheric density became. In short,
the towers are drawing upon the land's ether, which would explain how they were able to carry out the summonings.
Our allies must be informed of this. We should return to the Rising Stones and have Tataru relay our findings to them.
Hear me. Hear me. Hear me. Hear me.
Oh. The first time Heidelin's actually contacting us since forever.
And with it, the end. The fate of the star is in your hands.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything all right back there?
Yeah, she's never really shown her form to us. She's only spoken through Minfilia. At solemn dawn, grim purpose shines in the damn it. Thus does our final curtain rise, your steps to guide what end betides. Ooh, we did get a trophy. Nice. It's been a while since we've gotten one of those in this game. The Crystal or Minfilia, yeah. Yeah. No, she's never actually, she's never shown herself to us. But hey, we are the chosen. Well, now we're finally done. The credits used to be the end of things. Now it's just like, oh, credits, and then a few more cutscenes. Well, anyway, I want to thank everybody for joining me for the entirety of Shadowbringers. Thank you guys so much. I hope you all enjoyed your time with the story. It was excellent. It was dark. And we've got a whole other expansion to go. So, you know, be around for that. But definitely come on by on Sunday. Probably noon, I suppose. When we're going to be hitting up the Final Fantasy XIV X16 collaboration here and do the event. I got to find out where it is first, and then we can do it. And then next Friday, we're going to be starting Endwalker, and from there, we're actually going to probably add in Sundays as a streaming day. So we'll literally only will not be streaming one day out of the week, just so we can catch up and finish Endwalker prior to Dawntrail, because I think 2 hours a week will not be enough to actually finish Endwalker before Dawntrail comes out. And I'd like to start Dawntrail when it comes out. I'd like to start it early, actually. I'll buy the collector's edition so I can get ahead of, you know, get some extra goodies, and of course, get a few days head start. But yeah, if you can't make it on Sunday, that's fine. No big deal. I'm just going to be doing the event stuff, so, you know, it's a chill day. It's a you know, Sunday's a relaxing day, so we'll play a relaxing game. And we'll see if we can grab all of those nice little goodies that they have for us on this crossover event. But that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and please join me again on Sunday for that crossover stuff, and then on Monday, where we will start a brand new game that is story-driven. I think I am going to actually do the game that I was always thinking of doing prior to Guardians, and could be surprising to you guys what I've chosen. Maybe not, but we'll see. And I hope to see you guys there for that. But until next time, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Final Fantasy XIV. And we'll see you guys later.